Okay, trivia question. Who won the American Revolution? This guy, Toussaint Louverture. Malcolm X said, "It was the slave revolt in Haiti that tied Napoleon's troops down. Toussaint Louverture forced him to sell half the American continent. But for the Louisiana Purchase, the United States would have been crushed in a continental war between France pushing from the west and Britain attacking south from Canada." It was the slave revolt in Haiti that kept the United States alive. At the beginning of the revolt, Toussaint was defending a mountain pass, and he sent this dispatch to his friend Bissau. "Send me crowbars. We have to dislodge the rocks above the pass and make them rain down on the slavers." And maybe people would take the Haitian Revolution more seriously if Hollywood made it into a war movie. Send me crowbars with cool explosions. Toussaint didn't consider himself a black nationalist. He considered himself a soldier of the French Revolution. And he ended up being a better Jacobin than Robespierre, a better general than Napoleon. After the 2010 earthquake, Charlot Lucien performed Toussaint's speeches for a fundraiser. He asked me to play a succession of evil white guys, like Louis XIV.
"We declare slaves to be community property. Any fugitive slave shall have his ears cut off and shall be branded with a fleur-de-lis."
The British general Maitland. "Toussaint attacks in force, always at our weakest point. In Europe, they say Bonaparte is imitating him. If that is so, God save the king." And Napoleon. "The rights of man are revoked on this island. Brave blacks, be glad you have any rights at all." To which Toussaint replied, "We are not free by the grace of the first consul. We are free because God made us that way." Charlot and I rummaged through all the costumes and wigs and hats that we could find. We were like little boys getting ready for Halloween. Someone said it must have been so painful to play all the evil white guys. But no, it wasn't painful. It's fun to play the villain. You get to speak the evil without being blamed. You get to be the dragon that makes the hero possible. And there's something about putting on the brocade jacket and the Sun King wig that helps to understand why a guy whose palace was built with Haitian sugar money would want to make sure that his slaves would remain slaves and that the money kept flowing in. But when we said we identify with Toussaint, some of my white liberal friends anxiously warned me, "Watch out, that could be cultural appropriation. Maybe this isn't your story to tell. Just dwell on that evil white guy DNA and apologize for it endlessly." But we said, "No, man, this is the quarantine that we're trying to break. We identify with Toussaint because we identify with what he believed in. Liberty, equality, fraternity. And neither Trump nor the identity police can stop us from doing that." In 1825, France returned to Port-au-Prince with a squadron of warships carrying thousands of troops. They demanded a shakedown of 150 million francs for the value of the slaves their landowners lost. At gunpoint, the struggling Haitian Republic had to agree. It took them 122 years to pay off. In 1911, the U.S. banks bought the debt so that Haiti was paying off the interest on the value of their ancestors until 1947. The New York Times estimated that cost about $21 billion, that wasn't spent on roads and hospitals and schools. But for that extortion, Haiti would look like Bermuda or Jamaica now. But I think the New York Times did the calculation wrong. Instead of demanding a refund, Haiti could say, okay, we paid you for the loss of your property, now you pay us for the loss of ours. Let's get out a calculator. 300,000 workers over 200 years at the going rate of 2 francs a day, factor in 4% interest, compounding annually from 1825 to the present, comes to $585 billion. And that sounds like a lot, but it's only 1/6 of the annual French GDP, and I'm sure we could work out a layaway plan and send the invoice to the French government. And when they blow this off, send thousands of people, Haitian, immigrants, French leftists, anyone dressed up as sans-culottes to swarm around the Louvre, the Eiffel Tower, the Tuileries, Versailles, and hand out foreclosure notices. This palace was built with Haitian sugar money. Property closed until this mortgage is paid off. And when the French Tourism Bureau complains that this is extortion, we say, oh, and how does that make you feel, mon ami?